same day that Andrey and 3 other hostages were rescued, IDF soldiers and reservists, as well as Israel police counter-terrorism units, Yamam, fought bravely and tirelessly to save those being held. But these are not merely heroes. These are friends, partners, parents, loved ones, each with a unique story. Each and every one. Chief Inspector Arnon Zmora of the counter-terrorism unit, the Yamam, was fatally wounded in that same rescue operation. We're so pleased to welcome to the stage, brought by the IDF Widows and Orphans Organization, to speak not just about his death, but about his life, is his wife, Michal Zmora.
My name is Michal, and I am the widow of Arnon Zmora, who was killed in Operation Arnon while rescuing hostages in June 2024. When Arnon was killed, the entire nation of Israel, at home and throughout the world, gained a hero. But the truth is, Arnon was a hero long before that. Through countless operations in Jenin, Tulkarem, Hebron, wherever he was needed. His comrades, those who returned alive from the hostage rescue mission in Gaza and continue to protect and serve, are heroes too. For me, however, when Arnon was killed, I lost my soulmate, my partner, my other half, my support and my embrace. I lost the father of my sweet children, and more than that, I lost myself. Essential parts of my identity are gone. I am no longer a warrior's wife. I am no longer a commander's wife. I am no longer Arnon's wife. Now I am the widow of an Israeli hero, and more importantly, the mother of orphans. A new and different chapter in my life has begun. My life's mission has reshaped itself within this tragedy to build a safe, stable, and loving home for my children. Despite the immense loss, I strive to create a future for them, filled with laughter, joy, and happiness. The complexity of this mission is profound due to the fact that their father was a hero, a man who could do no wrong, who embodied every value the people of Israel has cherished throughout the history. It's an impossible task. That is why a major part of my mission is to shape the full, complete, and multi-faced image of Arnon. Yes, he was a hero, but he was also so much more. He was a sweet, loving, and beloved man, an amazing father, a compassionate soul who left and pushed us all forward. And sometimes, let me tell you, he could be annoying too. Viewing Arnon as a one-dimensional hero distances him and trivializes him. So from now on, as long as I'm here with you, I would like to talk about Nuni, my sweet and wonderful man, the man who loved me and whom I loved. When I visit Mount Herzl and look at the rows of graves, I see deliberate uniformity and similarity. They are all heroes. A 19-year-old who leaves home to fight is a hero, just like Nuni. During this war, we have lost 10 more warriors, friends from our unit. They are all heroes, just like Nuni. But my Nuni had his own uniqueness, just as everyone does, and there is much to learn from Nuni's uniqueness. Nuni was a commander and a rare type of a leader, one who saw his warriors as family members, first and foremost. A commander who understood that a warrior's family also serves and sacrifices. Because before he was a warrior, he was a father and a partner, a sweet man. 2 weeks before he was killed, I celebrated my 36th birthday. A friend called to ask me what Nuni had planned for me. And I answered that this time it was perfect. It had taken 12 years to build that birthday. Each year, we adjusted something small. One year, he bought a cake from the supermarket, and after we celebrated and enjoyed it together, I gently asked that the next time he get one from a bakery. Another year, the kid didn't write me cards, and I explained how much it would mean to me if they did. Another year, he brought orange flowers, and after a few days, I casually mentioned that orange wasn't my favorite color. And for my 36th birthday, Nuni celebrated exactly as I wanted, with heartfelt notes from the kids, a quiet date, and a delicious cake from the bakery. Because it was important to him to make me happy, to tailor things to me. He knew how to listen without ego, and I knew how to communicate so he could hear me. This ability to listen is something we sorely miss. Nuni brought and perfected this skill in our marriage, in parenting, and in his command. When I look at the rows of graves on Mount Herzl, I see a very specific story we've told as a nation over the generations. A story of heroism and courage. It has served us well as a people. We were raised on it. Mordechai Anilevich, Trumpeldor, and many other heroes. But I believe that in 2024, during and after this terrible war, we are ready to tell a broader, more nuanced story. A story that alongside heroism also makes room for our individuality and the good we bring into the world, simply as people who seek life. A story where true courage also includes looking inward, acknowledging pain, allowing ourselves to cry, and grow from it all. Asking fellow warriors how they sleep at night, offering a heartfelt hug. When people recognize me on the street, they often approach to tell me how heroic my husband was. I always thank them, but also add how sweet he was. And if I have a moment longer, how handsome too. Because that's the story. The ability to be a hero who defends your family, your country, and yourself without losing your humanity, your sweetness, and your compassion. The ability to embody what may seem like opposites, softness and strength. And maybe that is our story as a nation, holding both ends of the spectrum. The ability to defend ourselves, and at the same time, to be people who see the other and extend a gentle hand in difficult times. A people who ask difficult questions, look in the mirror courageously, embrace complexity, and move forward within it. At the funeral, I said that Arnon was guided by values, a love of humanity, and the hatred of bullying. Going into battle, not just in Operation Arnon, but in all routine missions during his 8 years in the police counter-terrorism unit, Yamam, was for him a fight against bullying. On October 7th, under Arnon's command, his squad neutralized 30 terrorists in southern Israel and saved tens of thousands of civilians before 10 a.m., with an entire day of fighting still ahead. Nuni came home appalled by what had been done to us, what we thought could never happen again to us as a people. Throughout the war, he repeated, "I hate bullying, those who harm civilians in their beds, rape women, murder children, those are bullies, and I fight bullies." The triumph of good over evil will not be as absolute as some of our leaders tell us. When I was a child, parents in Israel would tell their children, "By the time you're 18, we won't need an army anymore." Today, we all understand that we will live by the sword for many years to come. But we must not forget that alongside the harsh, and brutal fight against evil, we also know how to be sweet, to extend a soft and embracing hand, to listen. And we must not give up on the vision of a kind, sweet, human society. That is where our strength lies, where we can build resilience in a compassionate and holistic view of our people in distress, in the need and drive to rescue hostages from their captors, and in the need and drive to offer a comforting embrace when the worst of all happens, in the courage to stand firm for those who need us and offer support. 3 months ago, I met with commanders at the officers' training base, Bad Echad. One of the commanders asked me if I feel the embrace of Am Yisrael. My answer was unequivocal. Yes, very much so. The love and strong, enveloping embrace of the nation, at home and abroad, are deeply felt, alongside the immense tragedy that has befallen us, and in stark contrast to the human evil we've witnessed. I see the beauty of humanity as a general, and the enveloping Israeli and Jewish spirit in particular. I am overwhelmed with messages, offers of assistance, hugs, and endless appreciation. I am fortunate to receive a loving and tender touch from so many people, many of whom are sitting in this very room. I am here today as a delegate of the IDF Widows and Orphans Organization, speaking for hundreds of new widows. Knowing that the organization and so many good people around the world will be there for us in this difficult journey warms my heart and shows me once again how deeply connected we all are. This platform today is an opportunity to convey how much this means to us. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. At the funeral, I promised Nuni that the kids and I would be okay, that we would rise, rebuild, and find happiness, because that's my job, to take care of them. And today I want to tell you all that I believe we, as a people, will rise, rebuild, and find joy. New, brighter chapters will be written in our story. That is our responsibility, to protect and care for ourselves as a people, as Am Yisrael, to preserve who we want and can be. Thank you.